They're down
Gennaro,
16,
Gennaro,
17.
Gennaro.
The snap is away. The kick. It's up.
Oh!
It's no good. It's no good.
So I bring up that Week 16 Cowboys-Eagles game and how it should be flexed to Sunday night because this will be a segue to Chargers-Bears. I've looked ahead, and I'm trying to find ways to get the Bears flexed out of Sunday Night Football.
Who are they playing?
That was supposed to be Bears-Chiefs, so I looked at the schedule and was like, how can the Bears not play in this game?
How many graphics
On
do you
Sunday
think are
night?
going to get brought up of that draft class?
So that's where I'm at with the Bears season. It's over. Who should I blast first? Who would you like me to blast?
Just go in on Mitch.
Well, Mitch is what Mitch is.
Actually, no. I take that back. Mitch, you're right. Mitch did not perform.
He is what he is. He's
out
not
of character. There's nothing out of character about what he did today. I want to hear your take on Matt Nagy because I have opinions on Matt Nagy.
Well, he's a fucking clown right now, okay? And Mitch is what he is. He's not the guy. I think last week we moved on. Like mentally everyone was like, okay, this is official. It's not going to work out. We're going to move on maybe after this year, whatever. Mentally. Matt Nagy and his inability, I've never seen a coach call as many plays that do nothing, that look cool and do nothing, and he panics so much. The Bears were inside the 10-yard line 3 times in the first half. They got 3 field goals. That's inexcusable. He ran the ball on 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. He mismanaged the clock, shout out Andy Reid, coaching tree, to end the half so egregiously that Bears fans, and rightfully so, everyone at Soldier Field booed the Bears when they were winning at halftime. Do you know how hard it is to boo a team when they're winning at halftime?
Fresh off a made field goal.
Do you
know how hard it is to make a field goal in Soldier Field?
Fucked up the end of the half so bad. And then we're not even getting to the fact that you, at the end of the game, kneeled the ball instead of getting more yards with 50 seconds left because you were scared of a fumble?
Scared of a fumble or an interception, whatever it might be.
Scared of a fumble? And then
I think he was scared of his own clock mismanagement at the end of that half because if you just take a knee, at least you're in control of everything and you know that you're not going to fuck up the timing at the end of it. It was a cowardly move is what it was. And Matt Nagy gives a bad name to cowards.
I have the quotes here, okay? So set the stage. So if you missed the game, which you probably didn't because everyone who listens to this podcast watches football, but the Bears had the ball. They were driving, why just run the 2-minute offense all game? Because every time they run the 2-minute offense, Mitch looks okay. When they run tempo, it actually kind of works, and you actually it works. And credit to Matt Nagy, he actually ran the ball today because he said, "I'm not an idiot. I know we have to run the ball." David Montgomery was awesome, but you get to the end of the game, it's sitting there. It's gonna be a 41-yard field goal. There's 50 seconds left, and he kneels the ball, loses a yard. Kneels the ball instead of running or passing or whatever to get a few more yards and make it a true chip shot. A 41-yarder is not a chip shot. Eddie Pinheiro missed a 33-yarder earlier in the game. So Matt Nagy, after the game, when asked about it, the reporter asked, can you walk us through your thought process in taking the knee before? He said, yeah, I'm not even going to get into that. First of all, bad attitude.
Yep.
Like, dude, handle the media, okay? You are the head coach of a football team in a major fucking market. Handle the media. Yeah, I'm not even going to get into that. I had zero thought of running the ball and taking the chance of fumbling the football.
Zero thought to run a play.
That's smart coaching. They know you're running the football, so you lose 3-4 yards. Okay, stop you right there. If they know you're running the football, then how about pass the football?
Play action?
Yeah. How about run Mitch out and he can throw it away if he needs to?
How about do literally anything?
Or how about the fact that if they know you're running the football and you've totally dominated clock of time of possession and your offensive line has been good all day and you've run the football. David Montgomery had 135 yards. No team in the history of teams has ever run the football when the defense knew they were running the football and gotten a few yards. Of course they have.
You should be able to get 2 yards.
Run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Have some faith. So he says, no, they know you're running the ball, so you lose 3-4 yards. So that wasn't even in our process as coaches to think about that. We were in field goal range before the scramble, and then we got the scramble, so that didn't even cross my mind. No thoughts of throwing it there either. Throw the football, he answered. Yeah, just to get a little closer. And he said, throw the football right then and there. What happens if you take a sack or there's a fumble? The reporter replied, you lose the game. And he replied, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So no, there was zero thought of that. I'll just be brutally clear. Zero thought of throwing the football. Zero thought of running the football. You understand me? That's exactly what it was. It's simple as that. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's a clown answer.
He's
That's
terrified.
a clown answer.
He's either one, too much of a coward to get out of bed in the morning because you might twist your ankle. What he's saying is like, why would I run the ball? When you run the ball, you might fumble it. Why don't you pass the ball? Well, you could throw an interception or fumble the ball or take a sack. It's like, yeah, that's called playing offense. Matt Nagy is afraid of playing offense
He's
now.
the
NFL.
offensive mind.
He's afraid of everything in the NFL. I actually think that Matt Nagy has gone insane. I think that I think the double doink actually drove him insane last year. He spent hours on end watching that play, committing it to memory, every single second of it. He's bringing kickers in left and right, focusing on that one aspect of the game. Now he's so terrified of anything ever bad happening in his entire life. He's agoraphobic. That's that disorder that you have when you get afraid to leave your house because of all the bad shit that might happen to you because you're married to William H. Macy and you live in Detroit.
Yes.
It's a bad mindset that he's got right now. And he does give a bad rap to cowards everywhere because at least cowards will run away.
Here's what he is.
They won't just stay there standing still, crapping themselves.
PFT, here's what he is. He's a cocky coward, and here's what he really is. And this is going to hurt everyone, all my Bears fans, brethren, for listening to this, but it's going to hurt, and I'm going to say it, and it's going to fucking hurt, but I'm going to say it. Matt Nagy is just an arrogant, cocky Mark Trestman.
Get him, Skip.
That's what he is. That's what he is. He's a guy who thinks that he's smarter than he is and has overthought pretty much every big situation. And guess what? Mitch Trubisky's not the guy. Mitch Trubisky made 2 huge turnovers in the fourth quarter that you cannot have. He dropped the ball. He threw a pick that looked like he had just started playing football. But you know what? Mitch Trubisky also is coached by Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy was hired to make Mitch Trubisky better, to have him progress. That's failed. The team has failed. So I don't know what he has to do to like get rid of the vibes that are going on in his head, or just have like a come to Jesus situation, because I would like to think that the Bears can at least fix this long term, and that Matt Nagy can fix this and become the coach that won Coach of the Year last year and was promising for all Bears fans. But the guy this year, he stinks, and I don't know if he's going to fix it, because when you start fighting with the media, that seems like a panic move to me.
Okay, so the egg tossing didn't work last week. This week, burlap sack races, dunk tank, petting zoo. Stop me once I hit a good idea here.
I'm just actually thinking. I
Three-legged race.
just remembered, by the way.
Get Greg Olson and do a 3-legged race again.
One of those things you have to climb up, but they're really like impossible to get
Trust
to the top.
falls.
Oh, the rock wall. Is that what you're saying?
No,
Hank?
they're like the little rope ladders.
Dude, he's gonna.
And you got to run up it.
You know what
do a
he's gonna
tough
do?
mutter. Do a tough mutter this week.
You know what he's
on
gonna
the
do?
field at Soldier Field.
He's gonna bury a football and fucking win me back. He
That's
will.
all it takes,
He knows
really.
that. He knows the
You know
fastest way to win me back is bury a fucking football.
You know what they should do? Dead serious. They should take the goalposts from Soldier Field and bury those.
Throw him in the lake.
All the doinks, get them out of your system, throw them into Lake Michigan.
Yep.
Light them on fire. Give them a Viking funeral. Push them out into the middle of the lake and say, see ya, and then build new ones.
After I said that Mark Trestman thing, I just hurt myself even more, because then I remembered that Mark Trestman, one of the big signs that Mark Trestman was an idiot was when he kicked on second down in overtime against the Vikings. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Because if you don't kick, you could fumble.
On second down.
You could take a
If
sack.
you leave your house, you could get hit by a bus.
Yeah, exactly.
If
You
you
could-
run the football, you could fumble, which hadn't happened. Guess what? Calm yourself. Do you know what had happened earlier in the game?
No.
Eddie Pinheiro missed a field goal.
Yeah,
Do you know what hadn't happened earlier in the game?
What?
A fumble by the offense, by a running back.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So one thing had already happened and one thing hadn't.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, well, the other thing could happen. I guess statistically speaking, you're right. It could, because it was statistically due. I'm just so sick of, like, his answers, all the plays that go nowhere. This team had expectations. It's all over. The season's over. It's over. Like, I'm done. It's almost freeing in a weird way to not have expectations anymore.
Yeah.
And just be like,
It's nice, isn't
it's
it?
over. It's over.
Yeah, it's actually very, very freeing. The fact that the R-words got their asses kicked on Thursday and didn't even have to play today felt great.
It's such a waste of
really good.
such a good defense, too. That's the killer. That's the thing that just kills my soul. And just be like, you had a defense that could take you places, and it's just all for naught. And Allen Robinson, shout out Allen Robinson. That guy deserves better.
Do you think that Matt Nagy tires out his wide receivers and his running backs by making them do too much motion before the plays all the time?
Man, what a shit show.
I think he probably does.
PFT, here's the meanest thing you can say. The Bears out-chargered the Chargers.
Yeah,
They did.
They found a weird.
That was
way
the
to
Chargers'
lose.
loss. To the Chargers. That's a loss that Phil Rivers takes, and they somehow found a way to do it.
I think I think Matt Nagy he either needs to be hypnotized to fix his entire brain, or he just needs to go ride off quietly into the sunset.
I don't know, man.
I think that as far as brains go, his is not one that's meant to coach the NFL.
It's not healthy to hold in this anger either. I feel a little bit better now that I was able to say it all, but it's still like I don't feel healthy.
Do you think
Sundays are just miserable now?
So before the ending of that game, I was thinking that there's a chance that Nagy would try to go out. If they'd won this game, Nagy would try to go out and get Matt Moore because they have that connection together in Kansas City. He's been like his career backup basically. I thought that was a possibility.
Has he?
For like a couple
years. He was
years.
retired, though.
Yeah,
he might have been,
so I was thinking that he might make a move like that. Now, I don't even think that would help anything.
Well,
I don't think that the problem is Mitch anymore.
Well, here's the thing. The Bears have no picks. They have two. I think they have 2 second-rounders. Then they don't. They have like a 5th and a 6th. Like it's so when you go all in. Like, who are they going to – they're just going to get even less picks, even less, guys that can be there and be good. It's just a shit show, and I'm frustrated. I'm sad. More than anything, I'm sad. I'm sad.
Is it sad for you to give up hope?
No, yeah, it's sad because I thought the Bears were going to be good this year, and I thought last year was a building block to a new year, and now it's like, ooh, that could have just been the best Bears season that you'll have in like a decade, which seems more likely than the alternative that this team will figure it out and suddenly get better and figure out a way to win with like how it's constructed right now.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.